train. So Lord, we thank you in advance.
People get
Ready, get ready. People get ready. There's a train.
Good God afternoon, people of God. You have tuned in to another episode of Solutions. I am your host, Minister Corey Wright. As always, we know what the problems are. We know we need to solve them. What I offer on this platform is solutions. Dedicated acts of action that bring about true change, not just talked about change, and no excuses. Excuses are man's tools of incompetence that build bridges to nowhere, monuments of nothing. Broadcast live from IntellectualRadio.com, our higher radio station. People of God, as always, we're looking for sponsorship. If you want to sponsor, be a part of the Solutions Radio Show, please go to my Facebook page and donate. Any donation will be greatly appreciated, and God bless you for it. I am excited. Today, we're having a debate. Who is the better cooks, grandmas in kitchen or trained culinary chefs? And here with me, I have my future daughter-in-law, the love of my life's daughter, Shanta, who is a trained chef. She will be graduating from the Art Institute for cooking. And she is an extraordinary cook. As my special guest to debate on the side of the culinary trained professionals. And I am speaking for the grandmas, the old school people. So I'm going to introduce my special guest. She can tell about herself, her school, and everything. Thank you for coming. Shanta, introduce yourself to the people.
I'm Shanta. I go to the Art Institute downtown Chicago. I've been going there for about 2.5 years. I'm done June 2018.
Don't be scared. Come on now. She talking loud. Now she get on radio. She gonna be scared.
Right now, I work for the Chicago White Sox as a line cook. I want my own catering business, hopefully next year.
And she can cook.
Yeah.
She has a specialty of what you call. What is your specialty? Egg rolls.
Yeah, Italian beef and
Italian beef egg rolls. People of God, you got to call her. She is awesome. We're going to begin a debate. Now, I think that culinary chefs are good, but you know, grandmas can cook from scratch. They didn't have no measuring cups. They cook from somebody taught them how to cook. And why do you feel that culinary chefs are better than grandmas?
Because there's some things that grandmas can't make that a culinary art student can.
Like what?
Like, say certain seafood dishes.
Well, I'm sure they can see the food, right?
Like, I say grandmas can't make gumbo, but we could take it to another level.
Like, okay, another level. Earl, she said another level. Tell me what a chef can do that grandma. Now, I know you done had some of your grandma cooking.
Yeah.
And she can cook. Because grandmas can season water, and it tastes good. What can a culinary chef do that? Okay, tell me something that you can fix that probably grandma can't.
Probably a grandma can't.
I'm gonna win this debate, people. Okay, I tell you what, because you know, so you won't be scared, because I know you gotta catch your breath, because she on radio. And people, this girl is bastard with confidence. When I tell you she can cook, she's sitting here with Minister right now thinking, okay, you cook cakes.
Yeah.
Now, you tell me a trained chef can cook a better cake than a grandma?
Yeah.
Why so?
Because they got, like you said, a grandma just throw some stuff in there and measure it. But a culinary student baking, they know exactly what to put in. They know the right measurements. Like a grandma, like you said, will just throw something together. But a culinary art student design it or make it to where a grandma just making it for a family, but this person is making it for a wedding or a baby shower, they extending the cake. You see what I'm saying?
So you saying that they got better presentation?
Yeah.
So you said that them
They
old
got a
pound
better
cakes
look.
and grandma
Yeah.
cooked, they be looking like fists, but they taste good. Okay. Now I can give you the fact that I guess you learn in culinary school that you learn from a lot of different perspectives and a lot of different what you call that, ways of cooking it from a lot of different cultures. What have you cooked in culinary school? Because you're about to graduate in June. You know, what have you cooked that you just know that if you would have learned this in culinary school, you wouldn't be able to cook it?
I say certain soups like lamb. We make lamb stew.
Lamb stew? What's in lamb stew?
It's just lamb, like chicken stock, vegetables, and then you put it in a Dutch oven.
A Dutch oven?
I cook mine on the stove. I don't put them in because you can put these pots in the oven. You're supposed to put them in the oven, but I cook mine on the stove until the meat is real tender.
Well, it's okay.
And then you cook it for a while, and then it's like, okay, so I don't know. I'm trying to think.
She's scared. I got her
Yeah.
scared because I'm trying to tell you. Now, chicken. You tell me a culinary person can cook better chicken than a grandma.
Depends on how you marinate it.
Okay.
It's different marinades that a grandma won't have. Like we could throw together something like a honey glazed marinade.
A honey glazed marinade.
Yeah, or like we do a buttermilk ranch marinade and a Cajun marinade. It's like it depends on what you marinate your chicken in and season it with.
So you don't think those schools got it from stuff that's been taught from their parents or their grandparents or things like that?
Probably some of it. Some of it come out of cookbooks off of somebody else's head. So it don't basically come from a family. It could be off of just I can make a recipe and put it in a book and they can use it. It don't have to be.
So you think right now, like, when you hear people, you think that you take down a grandma in the kitchen? She say we got to listen. We got to grandmas that can cook right now in the audience. Call in at 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. Okay. I ain't never taste no chicken like my grandma chicken. You know, and there's a batter that she used to make. I mean, I guess it's the batter that you make that makes the chicken good, the different flavors. So, I guess you're trained to cook a certain way. Don't you feel like grandmas can experiment more than culinary students can?
Well, they at home, so they can do whatever they want. But in the school, in the kitchen, you on a certain time, so you don't really have time to experiment certain things. It's like you got to read that recipe and get that done, or and try to switch it up your own way. But for a grandma, she at home all day, so if something don't taste right, she can keep going back. But if that recipe says to do this, then that's what you do. But you got to make it your own recipe too. You can't just go off the recipe, because I never just keep a recipe the same. I go off of what it tastes right to me.
So what made you say, I want to be, okay, thank you. I got a grandma. Thank you. Nobody could better than grandma. Grandmas call in because, you know, I listen, I think culinary school people, but, you know, they got some soul food restaurants where you got some old ladies in there. I'm sorry I make all that old lady, but grandmas in there that's throwing down. You know, you probably be able to cook at better restaurants. But my question today with this debate, if you had a chance to hire a grandma or a culinary student, you would hire a culinary student. I would hire the grandma because there are certain tastes that you just can't get. Just like cookies. Now, you all bake a lot of cookies, but, you know, grandma cookies used to melt in your mouth. What you think?
Yeah, because my grandma cookies are good.
But now, so you think your cookies can touch your grandma cookies?
No, not my grandma.
All right, so they go one for the grandma, y'all. She said grandma cookies because
But it's just certain, like, I feel like your grandma's cooking is for holidays. It's for family. And it's like they shouldn't take their recipes and put them in restaurants because a restaurant would try to take that recipe and use it as their own. But it's like that's a family recipe. So it's like you can't really take family recipes and put them in restaurants as your own because then it's like the restaurant not going to want to give you ownership of what your grandma taught you. So it's like I feel like family recipes should stay in the family.
now what about resources? See, because let me give you a peppermint. Resources. In culinary school, you got a lot of resources. You got a lot of different perspectives and different views. Grandmas didn't have a lot to work with. You look at the poverty. They made miracles out of meals from poverty. What I mean?
Sometimes you got to throw together something when you don't like. Okay, say you on a low food cost of like $20. You got to throw something together with that $20. Like that grandma had to throw something together for her
They make
family
you
for
at the
that
school do that?
$20. No, but I'm just speaking like, what if you in that situation? Like you say, would you rather hire a culinary student more than the grandma? That culinary student could probably think of something quick to throw together with that $20 budget.
I'll give you something because culinary students have to think quick on their feet. So
Yeah.
they probably would cook something quick. What made you want to be a chef?
My grandma.
Ah, see, look at that. Look at that. People, she said, what did I, okay, she wanted to be a chef. Who invited her to want to be a chef? Her grandma. There go two for the grandmas. Can I get an amen? Y'all for grandma culinary school. Wait a minute. Deborah, how you going to say culinary school? Okay, everybody, listen to me. I guarantee you, every single culinary student that ever wanted to be a chef got some from their grandma.
I mean, it starts from what you be around when you a child. Like everybody go outside. I just watch my grandma cook.
Now I ain't mad because I'm marrying your mom and you being a chef. So but when you look at grandmas, because let's say chicken noodle soup, it was something that grandma put in chicken noodle soup that just got you well. Culinary, they teach you with the regular little fine noodles and a little pieces of chicken.
No, that's not true though.
Come on, tell me what
That's
the
not
chicken
true.
noodle soup.
We make a chicken noodle soup. Well, it depends on what kind of chef you are too. If you want to go by that recipe, then you can go by that recipe. But in school, I don't go by the recipes. Like,
Okay,
I change it up myself.
tell me how you changed. I want to hear this, y'all. Don't y'all want to hear this? Tell me how you changed up your
Like
chicken
they
noodle
probably
soup.
use a roux soup, like
A who?
a roux.
What's a roux?
It's just butter and flour.
You got to speak in the microphone.
It's just butter and flour.
Butter and flour.
Yeah.
That's a roux?
Like how you make homemade gravy. That's how you make a roux.
Oh, yeah, with butter and flour, a little water. Okay, a little seasoning there, little onions.
They probably put that in there to make theirs thicker. See, grandma's gonna be a little soup, but ours gonna be like a real thick soup.
Okay, grandmas could take a canned soup and turn it into a masterpiece, a magician. Can culinary people do that?
In a restaurant, that's how you get your product. You getting it, you ordering your product. So you gotta come up like
now, some of them fancy dishes, because they got to put all them little garnishes and them little stuff. Sometimes you want a hearty meal. You want that home cooked neck bones, white potatoes. You want some good food. If you had a chance, I'm gonna ask you, if you had a choice to go to your top favorite restaurant with your culinary genius, or your top soul food with your grandma's in there, and you only got money to go to one, which one you going to?
mm,
She knows she want to go to the grandma. She trying to think about it.
I wouldn't, because it's like I don't always want that. I don't always want greens and macaroni and ham.
Who don't want grains?
Not like around Thanksgiving and Christmas, like now, yeah, I want it now, but throughout the year, I'd rather come up with something new.
Okay, Deborah, I can feel that. She said what you learn from your grandma, you can take it to another level. Okay, that is true. But it just seemed like everything from the biscuits. You know, mine have a fit by his mama biscuit. Ain't nobody like my mama biscuit. Who you know that make biscuits like grandma?
Oh.
Tell about these biscuits you making, because you got to cut it out and everything. Because you it's taste too, but it's a lot of presentation as well.
Yeah, it's real.
You know, when you look at culinary school, what is your plans when you graduate out of culinary school?
I want to open my own catering business.
Catering business, but you do catering now.
Yes.
So if people wanted to get, and people listen, she can cook. I think she get it from her grandma. She thinks she gets it from the school.
I would say I feel like I get it from what I've taught myself, because I taught myself how to do half of the stuff I know how to do now. So it's like some help was from school, but when I was little, my grandma passed before I got to this point. So it's like I really was teaching myself. But I just remember some of her stuff, and I just throw it in there. And it's
so you take the culinary. Hear good people. You take the culinary, and you put something with your grandma in it and take it to a whole nother level.
That's why I feel like grandma shouldn't be in a restaurant. It's like, pass your recipes along. Don't get in there, because you're gonna want it done your way. But if it's not your establishment, then you can't do it your way.
Well, now, when you get afraid, and I know I would be, being a culinary person, and I'm trained to make something, and what happens if I don't have something to work with?
Gotta get something to substitute it.
But grandmas do it on a regular basis. Oh, well, I got none of this. I guess I got to make this. I got none of that.
Yeah, you got to substitute.
Think of what a croquette.
Substitute. We got to substitute.
What do you call them things? Croquettes. More people, they use jack salmon, but they made croquette. How many people had croquettes? And well, I mean, croquettes is salmon, right? But they fried up croquettes and made with eggs and with potatoes. You know, do they make croquettes in
No, I haven't made a croquette. I'm not too, because I'm allergic to seafood, so I can't really.
Oh, okay.
Mess with
shellfish. I am.
Yeah.
But I can eat, like salmon and stuff that, eat algae.
Yeah, I just don't mess with the seafood, because I don't know if I'll react to it or not. So
because see, a lot of the chefs that go, they have to, they're gonna be fixing for people with a lot of money. Mm-hmm. But sometimes, especially in the wintertime, that food that grandma cooked is economical and it's hard and it's good.
Soups.
I still miss my grandma cooking. I be trying to cook like her. Matter of fact, I have a recipe book from the 60s that I have on me right now in my car from the 60s. Before I go on, let me just, and you don't mind me doing it, I want to talk about for a minute, and if anybody want to talk about it, what happened to the young girl, the 19-year-old girl that was found in the freezer. And again, if anybody want to comment on that, because we're still talking about food, but I see everybody talking about it. I want to talk about it a little bit. And anybody want to comment on that, call in at 708-223-8953. That's 708-223-8953. What I want to say about that is that we have to understand that everybody is not your friend. You have to really feel, you have to know. And young people today, and I'm going to say this, is that you got to always stop calling people your best friend or your friend, because you got to know, because a real friend is somebody that got your back. Somebody's not going to leave you. And watching the tapes, there's so many stories about it. And one person says she was being raped in a bathroom. Somebody else said that her friend left her with somebody else. Then somebody else is saying that they took her organs. You know, it is so many stories because and you and people of God, let me tell you something. Some places you got to know, you got to let people know where you're going, but you got to go somewhere where you got family, you got people who know they got your back. Because people are jealous, they will set you up and things will happen. You know, would you like to comment on that?
I just feel like whoever was in the room should come forward and speak because this is a sad story. Like, if it was my best friend, I would not have let her out of my sight, not once. Like, not once. Because if you call somebody your best friend and you know them for so long, that's a part of you. Like, that's somebody that shouldn't be left out of your sight, not one time. And even if she was missing, it's like, don't leave. Why would you leave the hotel? You should have stayed there until you found your friend or been at your friend's side. No matter how drunk or whatever the situation was, you just don't leave your friends.
And see, and I know we're doing a show about the cooking. We're gonna get back on that. I just want to send my condolences out to the family, and I hope this is a wake up call to the young people. You think it's cool to drink, you think it's cool to hang around people, you think it's to go to these parties. It's not, because see, a lot of times we can make the wrong decision and can cost us our lives. You know, a lot of times it is not cool to want to be out here. Let me see what this person said. What they say. What I can't read. Wait for the
It says, wait for the details to come back because it might surprise everyone.
wait till the details come out. It might surprise. I believe that.
There were too many people. That's why they should come forward. If it was so many people in the room, it's like everybody know what happened. So come forth and say something. Don't leave people guessing or leave the mom guessing. Just come forward. Like, it's
And
not a
people,
secret.
I would love again to love to hear your comments about chef, about grandmas, about culinary chefs, also about this 708-223-8953. I don't know what happened, and the people in the room do.
Mhm.
And like Shanta said, they need to come forward, because you know what, we're talking about people's lives, and there is a lot of wicked and nasty people, and you have to watch your back. You have to surround yourself with people that will have your back and that will die for you. But you have to not put yourself in situations, because that's not the first body found at that place. You know, it's not. And a lot of times, that's why I don't like to go to hotel parties. You know, I'm a minister, a man of God, so I don't go to clubs and places. But there are places I just don't go. And I don't have a circle around me of certain people. Only people that I know that got my back, because you know why? People will leave you at the worst time. And all of them, when it's all said and done, I hope they give all the people that was involved and that girl lost her life, give them life. Because somebody knows something and somebody is going to tell something. But again, my advice to everyone, especially young people, anybody young watching, watch who you hang around. Watch who you call your friend. You know, you can tell those that your friend when you need them. Those are the people that's always been there for you. And a lot of young people, you think your parents want to spoil your fun, or you think they want to stop you. They've relived this. This soup is not new soup. It's just reheated. And until we get that and understand that, people of God, we're going to continue to have tragedies like this. I tell my son all the time, he's 18, he'll be 19 in March. I tell him all the time, you're not outslicking God. You can outslick your parents. You can tell us anything you want, but you'll never outslick God. And for that lie you might have told, or that thing, you have to face the consequences. And I'm going to say this, and I say this all the time. You can't control your consequences, but you can control your decisions. Make a decision, and I see it all the time, and especially with those that do 911 profession. You'd be surprised how many people just walk right into death from a bad decision. It is a choice. You know, I either go this way or I don't. This young girl lost a very beautiful lady, another baby losing her life, tragedy. And then you got somebody said that the coroner thing came back and said nothing happened to her, you know, or when they was taking her to the body, it's about 3, 4, 5 doors to get to there. And then all of a sudden the camera to the freezer is off. Somebody knows something. And when it comes out, I hope they arrest all the parties. So I'm sorry, we'll get back on the cooking. Is there anything else you want to say on that? Do you have a lot of female friends or friends?
No.
You have a lot of male friends or no?
No.
See, thank you. She don't have a lot of friends because you don't need a lot of friends.
To be happy? No. It's just more drama when you have a lot of friends.
That's right. I mean, and when and I know this is off, and sometimes this is why it's a solution because sometimes I can go off, but it just really, it really, I mean, because you got, and then some of the people, men that was at this place was in their 30s and 40s. You want to come into a 19-year-old party? You know, these streets are dangerous. It is nothing glory about these streets. And like I say all the time, it's time for the people of God to start banging back. But we got to do something. And I'm sorry, I don't have a daughter. Well, I'm inheriting 3 daughters when I get married, but it is so unnatural and it's unnecessary and it's not right for a 19-year-old girl to be murdered and that put in the freezer. It is unreal. And you got so many conspiracy theories. I mean, it's just, to me, it is just a horrible situation. Again, people, if you want to comment, 708-223-8953. Now let's get back on cooking. Pies.
Oh.
Pies. Now,
I could say no one can make a sweet potato pie better than my grandma.
Thank you.
I would agree with you on that one because
grandma number 3.
I cannot eat nobody pie but my grandma's.
Can't nobody. Do they teach you how to cook sweet potato pie?
No, they don't teach us.
See, they don't even teach you how to cook sweet potato pie. Give me a culinary place that teach you how to cook sweet potato pie.
Well, some restaurants really don't serve sweet potato pie as their main pie. It'll be like a key lime pie or tiramisu. Or they go into those pies instead of an at-home pie. Because that's a basic at-home pie. A sweet potato pie.
Okay. What if I ask you the question and say, could some of these culinary schools take you away from your heritage of cooking?
No.
Because, you know, okay, so in school, what culture do? You learn how to cook the Spanish?
You
know how to cook Italian food? You know how to cook
we do Italian,
Mexican food?
My next class that I'm taking next semester, I'm taking art culinary, and that's a sous vide class.
Who class?
Sous vide. It teach you how to sous vide everything. It's food.
Sous vide. What is sous vide?
It's food made in bags.
Food made in bags?
Mm-hmm. Not like you put a pot roast in the oven. No.
Right.
Like I think they say we're gonna do like turtle soup and jambalaya from
jambalaya. But how many people eat turtle soup? The last time I ever heard somebody eat turtle soup was James Brown on the record. Turtle soup, smelling possum. You know, sous vide they call it. Mm-hmm. But you had grandmas cooking with bags for years. What they call? They call them sous vide.
They could like pot roast them. Well, I'm
pot roast, right? Ribs and everything in a bag, but you call them sous vide.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many years you been going?
2.5.
2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
What is the first year like? What do you learn the first year?
You learn the basics.
Like seasonings?
No, it's like sauces, like a bechamel sauce or
a who sauce
or a holiday.
You telling me about sauces I can't even. I ain't eat nothing I can't pronounce. What you call it?
My favorite was the chicken Chardonnay.
Chicken Chardonnay. Chardonnay is a wine.
It's a wine sauce. It's just chicken, sauteed, and then you make it's a mushroom
Wait a
sauce.
minute. So I gotta get drunk eating your chicken.
No,
At
you
least
don't. You
with
don't get
grandma,
drunk.
we can eat chicken and still be sober. Chicken Chardonnay, y'all. So you learn different sauces.
Mhm.
Uh, the various okay, the different seasons. What goes good with season. What else you learned first year?
Maybe the concepts of culinary, like what you're getting yourself into, and then you learn the history of it, and then you learn how to stay on track. Really, like your timeline, your recipe cards, what's expected in a restaurant, how long if you late, this how to dress in the kitchen, like what you have to do to like be successful in the kitchen. And then when you move up, it gets tough.
Okay. So when do you get to the meat?
Your next semester, like you start your American regional class, and that it's like Texas, and then it's
Oh,
like
we got a call. You on Solution Radio Show, Minutes Right. Who's calling?
This is Carrie from St. Louis.
Hey, Steve, St. Louis, what's up? What's your comment?
I have a question, not a comment.
Go with
my
it.
prayers go out to the family. But my question is, if this young girl was staggering in front of the front desk, wasn't it someone there at the front desk could stop her and say, well, honey, where are you going?
Yes.
If the place was under construction, and it says that it had a sign that, it's under construction, how was she allowed to go back there? Who was at the front desk? That's my question.
You know what? And that's everybody's question. Because of everything that you hear is in bits and pieces with everybody. One thing we know for sure is that one of the girls that was with her works at the hotel. So it looks like a cover up. And it's a lot of things that the police is not saying. The people in the room are not saying, because if you listen to that videotape, the videotape said you can hear somebody say they bogus. Then they're raping that girl in the washroom.
Right.
So
right.
It's a lot of things. And then the girl that was in the video turned up the music.
Right, I think that also.
So it's something going on. It's a big cover up. But here's the thing: that very hotel, there's been bodies found there before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then if you've seen the protests, people were out there protesting that business should be shut down. Because something going on, and beautiful girl.
Well, you know what? I have another question, because I wonder, are they affiliated with the Crown Plaza here in St. Louis and Clayton?
I'm thinking there is. I mean, Crown Plaza is Crown Plaza.
We have our 2018 church conference there. That's the reason why I'm asking this question.
I would think so. I'm not sure, but if it's Crown Plaza, I mean, they have like Marriott's and Hilton's around the country. They still in the same affiliation. Yes, I would think so.
Okay. Well, that was my question. I just was wondering why, no one at the front desk didn't stop this child. Was they saying that she was intoxicated or whatever?
Do you have daughters?
For the manager or somebody go up there to the room and they see that this weed smoking and stuff, well, the weed is going to hit you in the face. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Open up the door. So my thing is, why come someone, didn't stop, didn't break the party up?
Somebody knows something, and I'm going to tell you what happened. Something happened, and everybody was like, oops, something happened. We got to try to cover our tracks because I don't want to be in trouble. And somebody helped get this girl in that freezer. Mm-hmm. And somebody knows something. So I hope they do. Do you have daughters? Do you have kids?
Oh, I have 6 children.
You have daughters?
I got 3 daughters and 3 sons.
Now, what if your daughter, 19-year-old daughter, said, "Mom, I want to go to this. I want to go to this party at this hotel," and what would you say?
I would tell her no. Even if she is grown, I was, 19 years old. I would tell her no. I was in that situation just last Saturday. I have a 13-year-old niece. Their mother passed away 3 years ago, and 2 of her friends came over and wanted her to go to a party. First of all, I asked, where's the party at? Second of all, is the parent supervision? And if it is, I need to meet the parents.
Right.
I need to find out where this party is at. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry,
I didn't want to come up with no answer, so she didn't go.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? She didn't know. An hour later, one of the little girl's mother ringing my doorbell at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night looking for her daughter. Want to know if her daughter was over there. Only thing I could tell the woman is they was going to a party.
Wow. So the party that you're doing.
You have to really be careful, and you have to be wise. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Just like I tell them, I've been there. I done been to parties too. I'm 63 years old. The stuff y'all doing, I done before. You know what I'm saying?
And they don't understand that. Why do so many young people don't understand? We've already lived. Now, I'm not 63, but we've already lived a life. It's not a different soup. It's just reheated.
Right.
Wow. So the lady came to your house looking for her daughter.
Looking for her daughter, yes.
Did they find her?
2 Saturdays ago. Yeah, they say they finally went home, her and some other little girl.
Wow, that's.
And I told my niece, I said, see what I'm talking about? And same example, everybody ain't your friend, baby.
You're
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Because she could have went to that party and anything could have happened. You see what I'm saying?
Now let me ask you a question. For my listeners, what would you say to the young adults, period, but mostly young adult girls about friendship and about being in the wrong place at the wrong time?
You just have to be careful. You know, really, really be careful and know your surroundings. And first of all, know who your friends are. Because if you got a friend ain't gonna leave you in that room. When I leave, you leaving with me. You see what I'm saying?
Right, because most friends go to the washroom with you.
Right. Yeah. So just like I said, all this weed smoking and drinking and all this stuff that you seen going on these videos, none of that should have happened. I don't care if the girl worked there or whatever. You see what I'm saying? And then another thing is somebody asked the question. It was on the 9th floor, room 926. Was anybody else on that floor? You know, did they have other people on that floor that that stayed on the floor or whatever?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So it's a whole lot of unanswered questions that needs to be answered. And just like I said, and everybody in that room know what happened.
Everybody in that room know what happened. And somebody's
Everybody
going.
in that room know what happened.
And they ain't gonna be able to live. And I pray
they
that
can play Silent Night all they want to, but the truth will be revealed.
Come on. Yes. Thank you so much for your call. I appreciate you watching the Solutions Radio Show.
Thank you.
Thank you, and God bless you.
God bless you too.
Wow, people of God, that was amazing. She had just faced the same situation, but she didn't let her 13-year-old niece go out, and one of her friends called and said, have you seen my daughter? And again, you know what? Let your kids be mad at them, but I'd rather for them to be mad and angry at me and safe and alive than never seeing them again. And just like she said on the phone, everybody in that room know what happened. And and I just wanted to say something because I know I was going to save it for another show, but when something in you boil and you just want to say something, and I was going to do a live about it, but then I said, let me say something about it again. Anybody else got any thoughts, comments? 708-223-8953, 708-223-8953. We're going to definitely get back on calling everything because I got a lot more questions for my special guest. But again, people of God, you got to know who's around you. You got to know your friends. You got to know people, because people, just because they say you're a friend, they're not. And they will set you up. You don't want people around you feeling jealous. And you can tell, listen, God gives you the spirit of discernment, people of God. Ask God for it. Find out who around you. The Bible said we serve him in spirit and truth. If you can't feel my spirit, you will never know my truth. And I'll say that all over again. And another thing, if babies don't like you or babies don't like somebody, I'm looking at them cross-eyed. Because if a baby going the other way, something wrong with that person. Babies have a sixth sense, a heightened Holy Spirit, I call it. And they know people when they're not right. So again, people of God, I send my condolences out to the family. You guys, if you're watching, you know what happened. And you were there, somebody come up and tell the truth. I'd rather have to live my life in jail telling the truth than been out here free knowing the truth and didn't do nothing about it. And if you knew what was going on, even if you didn't do anything to this girl, if you know what's going on and you didn't say nothing, you're just as guilty as the people who did it. Anybody that holds their mouth shut on a tragedy like this, you're just as guilty as the person done it. Anything you want to add? Okay. Let's get back to the meat. What was the first meat you learned how to cook in culinary school?
Pork.
Pork. The other white meat. What was the first?
Chicken and pork.
Okay. Give me your first chicken dish and your first pork dish.
And that was my first chicken dish, the chicken Chardonnay.
Okay.
My first pork dish, I really didn't make the pork because I don't like pork. But it was probably in my Asian class, and I made.
So you got an Asian class.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay, I'll give you that on that because you have an Asian class, Italian class, right?
We did garmanger. We did.
What you call it, garmanger?
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna cook something you can't even? I can't even pronounce.
Garmanger is not really cooking. It's like fruit salads. What else we did at garmanger? Just fruit salads. We learned how to make sausage with the casings.
With the casing?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't the casing like stomach?
Yeah.
But you don't like chitlins though.
I like chitlins.
You like chitlins?
Yeah.
But you don't eat pork.
No, fried chitlins. That's it.
Fried chitlins is still pork.
Right, but I'm not gonna sit and eat no pulled pork or none of that. But chitlins is like I gotta eat some chitlins because.
You know, it's funny you say that because a friend of mine, her name is Lou, and she turned me on to some chitlin tacos.
Mm-mm.
And it sound hard but it was the same thing with the tongue. I'm like, ugh, lingua, but it's actually pretty good. And she turned me some chitlin because they fry the chitlins and fry it with cilantro and cheese and lettuce, tomatoes. I'm like, wow, I'm used to the chitlins on Thanksgiving. Like, oh my goodness. So you eat fried chitlins. So you cook fried chitlins.
I will make them, but I can't. I never learned how to sit down and make chitlins because I don't like the smell of them. So if somebody make them, I fry them. But
so they already boiled and you just fry them on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
What you fry them in? I mean, fried chitlins, people.
Like some bacon.
Huh?
Like bacon.
Fried chitlins, like, okay. Are you teaching me something? Fried chitlins like bacon?
Mm-hmm.
You probably put with eggs with it too, huh?
No. No, you just eat them with some hot sauce.
Okay. So you fried chitlins. Did you all cook roasted and?
We make more like beef, like cow. I mean, not. I'm gonna say like beef flanks and lamb. The biggest thing in culinary is you gonna learn how to make lamb and beef stew. It means a lot of chicken dishes. You're not gonna really go into
now. Okay, lamb.
like a roast.
I had some Mediterranean lamb. I had some goat, but I had some lamb, and they put it in this sauce, and they call something called Kaddish. Where he made it, and it blew my feet up. I got up to that. How do you cook lamb? You boil lamb, you fry lamb,
you braise it in them Dutch ovens. You braise it. Well, I braise mine on the stove for about.
Okay, braising is like searing it on one side.
No, you really it's like boiling it.
Boiling
but it. It's not just you gotta simmer it for the meat to break down. Like, because if you just keep it on high, that meat it's gonna get more tough than soften.
Now, don't. I know because I had some alligator.
Oh no, I ain't had that.
And alligator it tastes different because the lady at work gave me some a bison hot dog, and to me it tastes a little wow, like I started turning to a werewolf or something. Do y'all cook bison and all the other crazy stuff?
No. You might make some frog, and some turtle, some octopus. We might make stuff.
You made some octopus?
No, I ain't no octopus. We do squid. We did the you know that fish, the with the
Catfish.
no, not that one. It's like with the little stinger.
Uh, with the stinger. You got
It's
me
them little flat. You know the one on Nemo. That
like orange ruffin or something like that.
no, the one that the only way I could think of it is off Nemo.
We ain't cooking Nemo. And the kids out there watching. She talking about cooking Nemo in the
No,
culinary
it's the
school.
teacher, the little fish that was singing. Did you see Nemo?
Yeah, but okay, the little puff fish, a blow,
No, not the pup. It was like the
the
sting.
stingrays.
Yeah, that fish. We made that at school.
That's what killed the crocodile hunter, the stingray.
Yep, that's the one we make at school.
Man, shoot. Oh, okay. Squid. Now, squid is something they cook. Chinese cook a lot.
Yeah, it's more Chinese.
So okay, sushi. Okay,
Sushi
I can't tell.
Asian, yeah.
Okay, what is sushi? I know it's rice pattern, right?
Yeah.
What kind of fish is it?
It's sometimes it's smoked tuna. They say it be raw, but it's not raw. It's just pre-cooked.
So squid, sushi ain't raw.
No,
I thought.
no. Because I mean, who would you would get sick off of eating raw meat, like raw fish? Who would serve you raw fish?
So it's smoked.
Mm-hmm. You can get it smoked, or you can smoke it yourself.
Now, what about codfish?
Codfish. Mm.
That's that fish that Africa that be strong. You got to get to it, you know.
They didn't teach us how to make that at school, but at one of my jobs, they sell codfish and fries, and it's amazing.
Okay. Now, are you confident, Chef?
Yeah.
I mean, how confident? Tell us about you. Tell us about you, how confident you are. Because I know how bad you are. Because, you know, and give everybody out your number, you know, who want, anybody that needs a caterer, anybody that needs an amazing chef, you want to call her. Her number is
219-614-0698.
So 219 614
0698.
0698. You can look her up on Facebook.
Shanta Walker.
Shanta Walker. When I tell you she got great prices and amazing food. Mm-hmm. She is truly a gifted chef. She ain't grandma, but she good. So tell us about you.
I'm 21. I have a 1-year-old son. I go to school at AI downtown Chicago. I've been doing it for 2.5 years. I want to try to open my business next year, sometimes after I graduate, just to give people a view of not off Facebook. I mean, like more than just Facebook and online. Like I want people to be able to come in and see this is what I'm doing. Like this is how your event will be set up on this, because you can't really get all that off of me talking to you on the phone or you seeing pictures and stuff on Facebook. It's like I'm trying to get it to where people can actually come in for tastings, so they could taste it before it comes to them.
So why you? You know why you? All these chefs out here, why you?
Because I can bring something different. I don't think of stuff other chefs think of.
All right.
Like I'm so creative with my man. Like I told you, I want to start doing my own donuts out of the cake batter.
Making her own donuts.
I'm gonna try to get those up by next week. So if you add me on Facebook, you will see my donuts.
And you can, is it where they can order donuts? Mm-hmm. You can order donuts. You're gonna make her own donuts. Have you created a name for them?
No.
Tell her about the name. She got a name for her catering business, and this is gonna be good. Tell her about the name. Tell her the name of your catering business.
Oh, Femme Frontie.
Femme Frontie. What does Femme Frontie mean?
Femme Frontie means strong woman in French.
Strong woman in French. Like, oh my good, oh my good. And 5 years. Where do you see How you say it, friend?
Femme Ponti.
Femme Pronti. In 5 years, what you see it?
Global, worldwide.
She say global.
Everybody gonna want me because I'm trying to get that.
And you believe that, and you know what? And I know you're an amazing cook, and I believe so. What if somebody say, well, you got such ambitious dreams at such a young age? What would be your response?
I know.
She said, I know. I said, yeah, I know. Yeah, and there was a joke. There was, it's like, wow. It's like somebody said, Martin Lawrence said, when you got a great restaurant, you see fat people in line, they look at you like, yeah, and I used to be one of those people. What about for people? What do you offer people who got maybe high blood pressure or sugar and stuff? Do you have food that's healthy?
Hmm. I will create something, or I will give them. I really let the people that I do work with bring me their ideas, and then if that's what you want, that's what you get. Like I don't really go based off of I can because I can't make this what you're getting, or this just my idea. I feel like this what you should get. If you got an idea, I'm more than willing to make what you want me to make for you, because it's like this what you want. This your event, or this is something you eating. It's like I can make it, but it's up to you.
Now, how big a crowd can you cook for? 300-400 people?
Oh, I do that now.
Wow. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, 300-400 people. Okay. But now what if I want to get a bunch of grandmas? Okay, could you work with a grandma?
I can work with a grandma. I can work with a grandma to a certain like when she
Okay.
started telling me this not right, it's like you do it your way, I do it my way.
But grandma's got such great ability.
I mean, I wouldn't not I wouldn't I would listen to them, but it's like I do that now. It's like somebody can say do this, and I just if I feel like it's not gonna turn out right, then I'm gonna do it my way
Because,
without putting it out there that I'm doing it my way.
okay, you just inherited a soul food restaurant,
Hmm.
and you got a bunch of grandmas already in there. Are you going to bring in culinary chefs, or you going to leave them grandmas in there and make that money?
I'm gonna bring in culinary
Why?
because they can help the grandmas. Because it's about timing and it's about getting it done. Like everything gotta. If you want a certain time to get it out, it's like and if what if that grandma can't? Grandmas are they a little older than culinary is mostly I say about the ages people in their 20s and up. It's like they more quick on their feet, or they'll want to do what managers telling them to do more than a grandma because they have seniority. They gonna try to put that in there. Oh well, I've been doing it like this for years. So, but it's like if somebody got a different view of it, it's like they not gonna listen to that because they got the seniority. They gonna be like, because at my job, it's this lady. She been there for years, and they send me to help her, but she likes it done her way. But if I feel like I can get it done faster my way, I'm gonna do it my way, and she don't like that. So it's like I'd rather not work with an older person that has that seniority or has been there for years doing it their way, because then they feel like you trying to take their spot from them, or you trying to show a manager or something that you can do their job better than them, and then it'll cause too much
Now,
confusion.
is quicker always better
Yes.
as far as taste or as far as
I mean, take
productivity?
your time doing it, but when it comes to getting it done,
Because I've seen
yeah.
grandmas, let's say Thanksgiving, they be in the kitchen all day cooking, and it'd be the best meal in the world. Now, you probably cook that meal in half of the time or
Hmm.
1/3 of the time, but will it turn out that okay? So in that logical thinking, culinary teach you how to cook just as well, quick.
Mm-hmm.
But distinctive taste.
You got to make it that taste. Like, you got to make sure it tastes good enough for a person not to send it back. Or it's like you taste as you cooking, so when it comes time for you to send it out, it's fine when you have other people come in and tasting your food, so you can make sure it's okay. Because my chefs do that to me, like, taste this, before we say anything out. So it's like, if your chef don't approve of it, then you're not sending that out. Or it's like, don't just cook and feel like because it tastes good to you that it's gonna taste good to somebody else. Like, have somebody come in and tasting your food so you won't send out bad food.
Okay, so you're actually cooking, chef cooking in the restaurant for people.
Mm-hmm.
So does this go far as credit for your school?
It goes for credit. Well, yeah, it goes for credit for my school, because in my bistro class, I have to have a certain amount of hours that I have worked in the kitchen or in hospitality.
Now, how many people in your class now?
I'm not taking cooking. I'm only have 2 cooking classes left, and these are my big cooking classes, so I'm not taking those until.
Okay. What I mean by how many students are in one class?
Oh, you will start off with about 25 students, but you will end the class with about 9.
A lot of people don't make it.
Yeah. A lot of people don't make it. A lot of people drop out.
Okay.
It's just about, you gotta really stay focused.
Chefs make it look good. Grandmas make it taste good. I love it. Dorita, come on, I love it. That's right. Chefs make it look good, but grandmas make it taste good. That's 2. That's 4 for the grandmas. I'm winning this debate. Let's take the 9 students that made it. You all learn the same curriculum, same way of cooking. Now, let me take my grandma, your grandma, and 7 other grandmas. Is it a good chance that your guys' 9 food gonna take the same, and the 9 grandmas gonna all taste different and better?
Well, you gotta think of the mindset of the people too, because them 7 grandmas might have a different view of how to cook that one thing. Like, say you say, oh, make greens, mashed macaroni and cheese, and mashed potatoes. All 7 of those grandmas, they gon' feud before culinary, because they got their own way of making it.
No, okay. Let me make this question a little bit clearer.
Okay.
Okay. Let's take the chicken Chardonnay.
Mm-hmm.
A judge say, I want all 9 of your students to make chicken Chardonnay. But then I say, I want all of these 9 grandmas to make chicken Chardonnay. And I want to taste it. Is it a great chance that all 9 of the culinary school students are chicken Chardonnay is going to taste the same because they've been taught to taste it? Whereas a grandma, they've been taught, all of them are going to taste a little different. And you get a better flavor. What I'm saying is it could, being a culinary student and multiple graduation people, if I go to a restaurant with all the people from that class, all the food gonna taste the same because they were taught how to cook the same.
It's gonna taste totally different.
Why?
Somebody probably added too much salt, or somebody probably didn't add enough salt, or somebody probably put their sauce on top of their chicken breast. And you can't, with that dish, you got to keep the skin crispy. So it's like, once you put that sauce on that chicken breast, your dish is done. Like, you're gonna have soggy chicken, but it just won't taste the same.
Okay.
Because somebody like I said, somebody might add too much salt, or somebody might not add enough, or they might not cook it right, or cook it all the way through. So sometimes.
Now, how do you guys graduate? Or how do you guys, you have to cook a meal to graduate?
We have to do a portfolio show. Our portfolio, you have to make you got to cost out a recipe and make 50 taste samples.
50 taste samples?
And you have to do the capstone project, is where we make Like some of the stuff from fundamentals, like our chicken chardonnay is one. Then we make rice pilaf.
Rice pilaf? What's
Mhm.
that?
It's just plain rice.
Oh, okay. All these old fancy names. Grandmas ain't got all these old fancy names.
Instead of being made with water, we're making it chicken stock. That's all.
Okay. Your favorite dish in school?
Is my lamb stew.
Lamb stew. What you put lamb stew? Now, I hope you guys know everything she's saying on here. I'm going to replay this back to her and be like, I want to taste some of that. You said you cooked this. You said you cooked that. Lamb stew. What's a lamb stew?
Oh man, it's like lamb, celery, carrots. You make that with some chicken stock. I make mine with chicken and beef stock.
Why?
You give it more flavor, way more flavor. What else can go in there? It's like whatever you like, really, in a stew.
Now, how would you boil the lamb in
No,
the
you
stew with
braise
it?
it. You braise the lamb in the chicken stock. Well, first you like fry it off. It's like making pepper steak, but you're making it in a stew.
Now, do you guys use, and I always want to know this, slow cookers,
Hmm.
them crock pots?
That's our Dutch ovens.
That's your oven.
Hmm.
Okay, see, now grandmas call it crock pots, and they call it ovens.
We call it Dutch oven.
Dutch oven, because that way you could just set your whole meal.
Yeah, it's like you can put it on and it's the same. It's really the same. Put it on and walk away from it. Or
Mm.
pop it in the oven. The lazier way is to pop it in the oven, so you won't have to keep going back and checking on it. But when you put it in the oven, it comes out like a different consistency
Mm.
than on top of the stove.
Now, baked chicken. They teach you how to bake chicken?
Well, all our chicken is baked. You only fry chicken probably in your. It wasn't our Texas week. I think we did fried chicken one time in fundamentals. Because that's like something real basic to them. Because once you leave your fundamental class, you go to your level 200 classes. And your level 200 classes is like, they really get into the cultures. Like, really get into the cultures, like Louisiana, all that.
Wow.
Then we go into European. We did a European class. And then the Asian class. And then the bacon and pastry. And then what else classes then? I don't even remember my cooking classes like that.
Now, you said the class normally start off about 25 students and normally end about 9. Why do you think that people may drop out of school, or why do you think that they don't finish?
Sometimes it can be they at home situations. Sometimes it can be they financial situations to where they can't pay to stay in school. Sometimes it's because they don't want to do the work.
Okay, we got a call. You're on the Solution Radio Show with Minister Wright. Who's calling? Hello? Hello? I guess they didn't want your cooking. Hold up. You're on the Solutions Radio Show with Minister Wright. Who's this?
Hey, we're from Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're trying to get an update on the Tamika story.
You're trying to get an update on who?
Tamika Martin.
Tamika Moore. You calling into a radio show. I'm sorry, you got the wrong number. Do you have a comment about grandmas? They like, nah, I ain't got no comment about no grandma.
Right.
So you said that someone, it might be their financial situation, it might be a home situation.
Yeah, or like,
Have you seen somebody that just couldn't cut it?
I've seen a lot of people that just couldn't cut it and they just give up because it is a lot of work coming along with the cooking, but it's like you got to learn how to organize your work. Because like if you take, like I did, I never took more than one cooking class because that's just a lot of work. Like every week you doing vocabulary timelines, papers, like homework every day.
Wow.
And it's hard to make, and plus your other classes. This is just one class. You got way more classes. So it get tough. Like
Now, have you ever seen somebody say, one of your instructors, you cook something, they be like, ugh, ugh.
I never had that. Like
Have you ever seen a
I
student
have
do that?
one chef that this man will not eat my food.
You got somebody that won't eat your in school? Why?
He just I don't know if it cause I don't know if it was a personal thing because it's like when I did cook, they oh man, this good. And then when he used to come into the class, he eat something that was mine, and then they'll be like, "Oh, Shanta made that," and he'll say it was good, but then he'll put it down. And it's like it was a personal thing, and that made me feel good about myself because it's like,
Like, okay,
okay,
yeah,
I'm
see,
doing
she
something
coming,
right.
right?
He
She
not,
coming from my spot.
yeah.
Wow. When you go across that stage for graduation, how you gonna feel?
It's gonna be. I've been thinking about that because it's like I done been. I had my son being in culinary school, and it is hard. It was hard, but I stuck through it, and it's like now I'm almost done. So it's like that. My son boosted me up to be like, I can't give up. So when I walk across that stage, it's like my certificate is for him. It's like it's his because this is who I'm doing it for. Like I'm not doing it for myself. It's like I'm doing it for him. So it's like it's times now like I just want to give up and be like, oh man, there's just so much. But I know it's like I got so many opportunities with being the like a great cook, and it's like I'm not gonna give up because there's so many people that believe in me, and it's like if these people believe in me, I gotta believe in myself. It's like I can't just be like, oh well, or making. I used to make a lot of excuses to why I couldn't get stuff done, and it's like now I'm just like, if you're not trying to help me, I'll.
So,
You
what
can't.
would you say to a young lady out there that's probably in school now and may have had a baby and feel like they want to give up? What would you say to them?
Just think about your child. Don't let nothing distract you. Push forward. If you need the help, like my instructor, she is like an angel to me because she done helped me with so much. It's like if a person see potential in you, you should see it in yourself. Like I mean, it gets tough, but it's like you can't give up because if you give up, then what your child gonna have and what you gonna have, and then it's like you just gotta learn how to prioritize and get it done because it's like you can't keep every day making an excuse. So this why I didn't go to class. I didn't have a babysitter. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. And it's like put your foot down and make it for yourself because you grown. Once that baby hit, you grown. So it's like you out here fitting for you and your child. So it's like don't give up, just push forward and try to
Now,
accomplish.
your mom is an extraordinary woman. I
Hmm.
thank God for her. What effect did she have on you?
She actually the reason why I started culinary school.
Is she? I didn't know that. You know, you teaching me something.
she she was like, "Oh, this school downtown, you should go to culinary." And I'm like, "Yeah,
Were you cooking before then?
mm, I've been cooking since I cooked every meal that they done put in their body, based almost because
Almost.
I always cooked. Anywhere we moved, I was the cook. Shout to this what we eat for dinner, what we eat for dinner. And then when I got in school, or when she told me about the school, I'm just like, all right, I'll try it out. And then when I got in school, I just fell in love with it, like all over again. And it's like now I'm getting so many opportunities, and it's like I don't know where to start. It's like,
So your mom, who is watching,
she watching.
yeah, you can see she watching,
Hey, Mom.
is the reason why you started culinary school. And what did she instill in you? That fight attitude. Did she instill that fight attitude or never give up attitude?
Mm-hmm. But she never gave up. Like anything we'd been through, my mom never gave up. Like, she never showed when there was a problem. Like, she'll just either play it off or, just go on about it. Like, she never showed it at all. And it's like that is what really motivates me, because it's like when I have a problem, I don't really show it until I'm just to my breaking point. But she never had a breaking point where she just lashes out. She just stay humble and get it done.
Yes, you see that? Hey, you hear her giving you praise, sweetheart. Look at her. She said you always stay humble and never give up, and you had a great influence on. And your birthday coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You about to be the big 2-2. We're gonna wish you a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Since your mom watching, I wonder what special thing she gonna do for your birthday. Now, I can't tell her. Yeah, okay, look at it. Yes, I do. You should call in and say something. 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. Yes, she is a soldier. I admire her as well. When it's all said and done, and we're talking about you, and they say Shanta Walker in her life wanted to or did or tried to, what would you say?
I would say I tried to be the best that I could. And I tried to get to where I was going without giving up. And that I'm going to accomplish a lot. And I will not let nobody down that helped me get to where I'm at. And I'm not going to let myself or my son down. Because it's like, I can't. That's just my mindset now. It's like, can't is not in my vocabulary.
All right. Now, you maybe do a book one day, a cookbook?
Yeah, my book is going to be in about 2022.
2022. Yeah, let's still hope that you still got the America here.
I got a good book.
Is it going to be a cookbook or is it going to be
a life book? Like
a life book?
About my life.
Wow.
And how I got to where everything that I've been through to get to where I'm at right now.
You're a very strong young lady, and determination, nothing can stop you.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you say to somebody that right now that's sitting in the corner, want to give up? Want to say, you know what, I just can't go on. I just can't make it. What would you say to them?
Just cry it out and keep your head up after. Like, you got to just focus. Because it's okay to cry. It's okay to get it out. And you got to learn how to come back from that. Take a nap and just wake up and be like, okay, I'm going to start over. You can't always be down.
Look at your mom. What did your mom write? I have always tried to show hard work that does pay off. And I'm proud of you, Shanta. Hey, all right.
Yes, that's what I do it for too. I gotta make her proud.
She is. And you got another niece, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say, want to say hello to the niece, your sisters and your brothers. Want to say hello to them?
Hi, guys.
Oh, wow. Look at that little, hi, guys. How you doing? You on radio. You got to, is there anybody you want to say? What about the people in your school? Is anybody want to say any shots out?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my chef, Chef Sweeney.
Chef Sweeney.
Yes.
That's, Sweeney was the name of a character in a book.
Yes, she is a tough one.
Is she?
She a tough one, but she see the good in everything. Like she has not gave up on me since I started, and she know everything I've been through at this school. So it's like if she would text me like, "What's up with your grades?" and I just be like, "Today," like, or when I get to school, she'll just, "I'm watching you." I'm like, "Okay, chef," and she just, I don't know, she's just a hot mess, but she getting me through. Like she is my biggest support at school. My biggest.
Now, what's the difference between that cordon bleu school and what you guys do?
Well, according on Blue, they I feel like they school is much easier. Like I'm not trying to knock my school, but it's like they they courses they don't mix their courses. They separate one course because I met this girl on the bus stop that went to Le Cordon Bleu. She said they separate their cooking classes from their lecture classes, and like that's something that they don't do at this school. Like we have all that in one semester, which make it real hard because then it's like you got all these papers, but then that school it's like and they make it easier for them. But I don't know, cause I never really been to that school, so I really don't know how they culinary.
So you'll have a degree when you get out of here,
Mhm.
right? So it ain't just cooking. Some people might say, well, all you did is just cooking. It's not just cooking. You got to do a lot of, is it like reading and math and a lot of stuff?
It's a lot of reading. The math, I'm not gonna really say nothing about the math because I'm not really right there yet to where I can just cost out a recipe. But they teach us that, but they say that is one of our hardest courses is to learn that math because it's hospitality culinary and it's cooking culinary. So hospitality learn more in the numbers than we do.
So hospitality is like running a restaurant or
It's
doing
management, front of the
management and
house.
everything. Now, do you learn all that? Payrolls,
No,
management?
we don't. They learn that in the hospitality.
Okay.
We just learn how to do inventory and food and beverage, like beverage part of it. But knowing all of that payroll and stuff, that's more management in the front of the house than in the kitchen.
Now, could you go further if you wanted to
Now I'm
go?
going to get my when I finish my associates, I'm going to go back for my bachelor's in about 2 years though.
Same school?
hmm
Oh, so you can go either further
hmm
all the way to
I'm
management.
actually wait when I finish in March to wait to graduate in June, I'm taking my baking and pastries to get my baking and pastry associate. So I had 2 degrees when I graduate.
Baking associate.
hmm
Now what if you got that grandma out there watching? Baby, I didn't have to go to no school and I could cook better than you. What you go?
Well, come on.
It's good I guess it's good to have that paper because it gets you a job. Now, do they help you get a job when you leave?
That's what our portfolio show is for. Like they bring in different restaurant owners or managers to seek it to further business with you. Well, it's really up to you if you wanna take that extra step. But since I told you I'm moving up with the company I'm with, so I don't plan to get a job with somewhere else. I plan to just move forward with
And
the
then
business
just
stuff
go
like
back
that.
to school. So you want to go back to school in a couple of years. You don't want to just go right back because you want to give your mind
Yes, I
time to
need
frame.
like a really good break
Now,
from the numbers.
do executive chefs make pretty good money?
They make great money.
What's great money? You hear about great
They
money? They
they
make
they
great.
wait they make great money. Like I wouldn't put a number on it because it's our salary, but it depends on what level you on. Like
And then you can make a lot of money outside it on
hmm on your
hustling.
own business. Yep.
Oh, I can do this
I
catering
think my
job.
first dinner sale I ever did, my first one, I made about $650.
Wow.
off my first sale, and I only sold about 20 dinners.
Wow. Now, hey, Antoinette, we need to get some of this good food she keep talking about. You probably got it, but I'm new, so I need to get some of this good food. It is amazing, because I'm like, wow, we need to get you. When we get married, we need you to cater the place.
Yeah.
We got us a caterer.
My mom tastes all my food before. Like, she is my taster when I'm doing something for a party. Or she helps me out. I teach her how to do it, because if it's just so much, I just be like, Mom,
Now,
jump in.
I love jerk chicken. What you got with some jerk chicken?
I can come up with something.
Because I got a, there's a few restaurants I like. My favorite, like I ate the other day. The Jerk Villa. Jerk Villa. I don't know what they do to their chicken, but it's just super good. What? How can you can you taste something and know what they put in it?
Yeah.
Like Jerk Villa, you don't know how they make their jerk chicken that good?
I haven't had them.
Ain't no jerk.
Nope.
You ain't no Jerk Villa.
Nope. I was gone.
Wow. I always tell your mom, man, Jerk Villa, man, every time we go out. What about turkey burgers?
Turkey burger, it depends on how it's made. Cause I'm not really I don't really like turkey burgers. Like, all I really like is chicken. Like, I can sit and eat chicken. I'm not a burger fan. Like, I don't really like beef. I don't like steak.
You don't like steak?
I don't like red meat.
Wow. Well,
But I can cook it.
Right. I don't like it red. I like it brown.
I can cook it. Yeah, that's my thing too. Like, when they say medium rare, that's just not.
I don't want nothing medium, nothing. I want it well done. I don't get into,
Okay, so do you think a grandma will be able to cook something medium rare if she's in a restaurant?
I think she could. I think she could. I think, you can just take it off easy. But I think the flavor of the burger would be so much better because it comes from a grandma. Because do you really season your hamburgers? You season a little bit. You might sprinkle a little bit.
I don't do mine.
Yeah, you have the chefs do it like they sprinkle a little bit. Grandma be like, and massage it and everything, and then throw it on the grill. It's like boom, Now, the chefs do have that flame that go up. They throw something on it, Grandma, she looking for the, the flour to put out the fire. She see all that, but the chef do. I am glad. I think I'm gonna take grandma. I'll take grandmas because I just feel like grandmas have a distinctive taste of that, and I think that some tastes with grandma foods you cannot teach. Some of them have gift for cooking because my auntie Sugar Pie that passed, she just had a gift that she got from my grandma of cooking, even though she went to school for culinary. She was always an amazing cook. So they taught her like things like proper storage, far as right temperature and things of that nature. And she was good. But a lot of things for our season,
And it's we get a lot of older women that's coming back to culinary school.
Older for real?
Yeah, like we had this one lady, she was about, I think she was like 65 coming in, and she was like, I cannot do this. And we like, what's wrong? She like, I can't, y'all, I'll lay this to the young folks. I can't do this.
And she left?
And she did not come back.
Now, culinary school is pretty expensive, right?
Oh, it's really, yes. My tuition is like $45,000, but just for my associates.
$45,000. So yes, you got to make good money.
Yeah, you have to finish, because why put all that money into a degree that you not gonna get at the end? It's like people go to school, do them few semesters, and then they create a balance and don't even get that degree. So it's like you paying back for what? You
For
paying,
what?
you started something for what? For you to just pay back student loans?
Now it's hard though, because I at one point thought about going back to school, but being a 911 dispatcher, I'm already, I'm gonna go to school to make less than what I already make. And then once you got bills and responsibilities, it's hard to go back. So what do you think? This is your debut on the radio. What do you think about this?
It's okay. It's like I'm a shy person, so
No,
I don't really I'm a real shy person. Like I'm real to myself, so it's like me talking. It's like okay,
you outgoing.
I wonder who's listening.
You outgoing. So
I hope they listening.
Okay, the debate. Who won? Did the grandmas win? Did the grandmas win?
It's a 50-50.
Ain't no 50-50. I give you 25, but it's 75. I am proud of you. You're gonna be a chef, or you are a chef. And again, I hope everybody listen. She make the best Italian beef egg rolls I have ever heard about, because she been promising me and I ain't got them yet. But she make the best food in the world. Again, if you want to contact her, you need a caterer for your wedding, for your bridal showers, for your wedding showers, for any occasion, any churches out there, give her a call. Again, go on her Facebook page, reach out to her. Very reasonable, amazing food. You will not be disappointed.
I am not a licensed caterer, because people will ask.
Okay.
Some venues ask, is your caterer licensed? No, I am not licensed.
No, she's not licensed, but you still won't die.
No, you won't.
And listen, if you fall out over her food, or you kill over, the next time is half off.
Maybe something free, but
right, right. The duck and the lamb. What you call that stuff in the duck? The frog raw.
Lamb. Oh, duck. That's one thing I forgot to mention. In school, we make great duck confit.
Duck coffee.
No, it's duck confit.
Duck coffee.
No, it's confit. It's like it takes like 3 weeks for you to even eat the meat. Like you gotta. It's like marinated. I want to eat
something 3 weeks later.
It's a lot, but it comes out so amazing.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. If I gotta wait 3 weeks to eat something, you won't be sitting at no drive-thru. Okay, listen, pay for it now. Come back 3 weeks to pick it up. They call our orders. Thank you so much for doing this show. People of God, thank you for tuning in to Solutions. Tomorrow, I will have my pastor back tomorrow. We're going to take off from last week. Last week, he came on the show. He showed how people handle situations, and we talked about how people deal with situations as far as getting into it. He's going to talk about the right spirit before and after the act of forgiveness. And we're going to go on that because, again, I raised some issues that needed to be raised, and he took it to another level of explanation as far as openness and show what people need to do. I was super proud of him, honored. He's my pastor. And tomorrow you're going to get a powerful show. He's going to teach you the right spirit of forgiveness. Thank you for tuning in. If it was easy, there'd be no Shanta Walker, Chef Shanta Walker. If it was easy, it'd be no Earl Winfrey and IntellectualRadio.com. And if it was easy, it'd be no Minister Corey Wright. And if it was easy, it'd be no you. People of God, see you at work.
So people get ready for the train to glory, picking up passengers coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the door.